Did somebody just hit you and ran off? Here's what to do after a hit and run accident. First off, don't chase them. Stay calm and call 911. Second, take photos of everything. Your car, the damages, the scene, and look for cameras and bystanders nearby. Third, see a doctor within 14 days. Even if you feel fine, most injuries don't show up after a hit and run. It typically takes a couple of weeks. So this can really cost you if you don't take care of it right now. And most importantly, call 305-800-PAIN. We'll walk you through what to do next and to help you get the care and compensation that you need after this accident. Even when the other driver runs, you're not alone. We're here for you.
What exactly is 305-800-PAIN, and how does it help the community here, the people?
Yes, Jeff. So 305-800-PAIN is a legal and medical referral office registered with the Florida Bar to help people that get involved in any car accident, slip and fall.
Right.
We get them connected with our attorneys and our medical centers to get them back on track. We get them the whole guide step by step so they feel that they're not alone, and we help them get compensated for all the inconvenience, the pain and suffering that comes along with an accident. So
Yeah.
that's what we're here.
If you're in Miami, you've probably seen us because 305-800-PAIN is everywhere. Accidents can change your life in seconds, but with 305-800-PAIN, you have a team that fights for you. Remember the number, 305-800-PAIN. We got you covered.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
There we go. What up, though? What up, though?
What up, Doe?
Those shouties.
What
Kane's
up?
in the house.
Yeah. Canes did not lose. They did not play, but they play this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Louisville comes to town. So,
Yep.
we'll be-
And thank you to our sponsor, 305-800-PAIN, because we're
Shout
going to bring
out.
the pain this Friday
no
to
doubt.
the Ville. We're bringing the pain.
No doubt. Absolutely. How's your weekend, man?
Start with the beautiful lady in that corner over there with the logo. Looks like a golf logo. How was your weekend, Jenny?
It is. It is.
Looks like a T.
What's my weekend? It's one of my guests. So it's Spectrum Golf. And when he was trying to create his logo, because he's on the autistic spectrum, he wrote it backwards. And then his dad said, he was going to fix it, but his dad said, you know what? Let's just keep it. And so voila, here we go. 14 years old.
Wow.
14 years old. So I'm gonna need some fit support because you like to buy stuff.
Just send me the link. Send me the link.
I
You
will.
know, I love the
His name is
I love the
his name is
support.
Carter Bonus.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Um,
that was talking about my weekend though. So anyway,
That's a
Yeah.
blessing.
I was tired and getting a hustle on. That's all I know how to do.
no doubt.
Jay Fox, I had another great weekend up here in the Detroit. Beautiful weekend.
The
Uh,
D.
The D family, friends over. We had cookout. We watched games Saturday evening. Had friends and family over. It was beautiful, and I'm just blessed for another weekend and be able to be here this Monday with two of my good friends, Jenny Jones and Jeff Fox, to chop it up.
Good.
No doubt. Hey, guys, remember to get your game balls and lane balls ready. We're going to give them out before we get out of here today. We will not be extended today because our good friend Fitz is going to get a great position.
We'll see.
We speak it into existence.
Let's speak it as this. I want to help.
Yeah.
It's a nonprofit. Yep, want to help some folks.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing my Raider shirt.
Yes.
because I'm back
They got to
as a
speak it
Raider
into
fan.
existence because they getting my name.
I'm
Jenny.
back.
No,
I'm
Jenny.
back.
Jenny, we said it Friday. Front runner. He is a front runner.
I'm back.
He's a front runner. He threw Geno under the bus 2 weeks ago. I'm done with the Raiders. I gotta find a new team. They win. I'm back.
I'm back, baby. Yeah.
I'm not the only one who do it like that. By the way, I spent the entire afternoon watching NFL football in the Gardens at the Cigar Lounge, and with the Dolphin fans, and that was the only game we were watching. And I'm rooting for the Dolphins like everybody else. And A-Chain gets off to a great start, breaks off a long touchdown run. Everybody's feeling good. The drinks are flowing. But in typical Miami Dolphin fashion, the Dolphins don't dolphin. I mean,
Figured out how to lose it.
Yeah, Tua took the team down the field despite some of his inconsistencies, and got the game-winning touchdown to Waller. By the way, my buddy won $3,000 off that touchdown.
Whoa.
$3,000. AJ,
What?
shout out to you, buddy.
For Waller?
He needed Waller to score a touchdown.
He came back in off of injury, and he scored touchdowns in the last 2 games, right?
Yep. Yep, he did. And
you can't make some bets like that. You come up with your lame bets. So we're going to give you.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
Jenny.
We talking about the Dolphin game. Why I got to get thrown under the bus? Because I had a horrible day betting. But anyway, like damn Dolphins. I mean, I assume, especially when they scored the touchdown, there were 40 seconds left. 40 seconds. Granted,
no, I want to address this now. Jenny, we talked about this with the Dolphins. Sorry, Jeff. I want to address this.
Go ahead, man.
They're done. I said it a couple of weeks ago. Magic City, somebody had 11-5. I don't know.
Well,
this team is done. They are done. Tua went on TV after that debacle yesterday. And he did. There's 2 rules in football, Jenny. There's 2 rules about each team. It's in sports, but football. 2 rules. Listen to these 2 rules, Jeff. Anything we have going on with our team, issues, problems, things that are happening, we keep it in-house till the season's over. It's in-house.
Yep.
The second rule, there's only 2 rules. Refer back to rule number 1. Whatever issues and stuff that we got, we keep it together in-house. Tua went on interview and broke the rule. We ain't got guys coming to meetings, and Jeff isn't always. He didn't say your name, Jeff, but he's alluded to. He just said some folks aren't there. Some people didn't show up. Some people are late. I think it was a players-only meeting, and something about they asked for the coaches to be there too. This thing in Miami is over, Jenny. The coaches, they're going to blow this whole thing up. The GM, coach, I look at getting rid of Tua too. He's part of the problem. You don't throw your teammates under the bus.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Can I say this? And it's piggybacking on what you said, but it's what I said from day 1 of the season when we did the media day, and Tua came out and he was, we're not over that, what Tyreek said.
That's right.
That was another in-house thing that I said should have been, he said it out loud, and it should have been quiet. It should have been quiet, because it's like when you're dating somebody. If you go telling everybody your problems and everybody's got a say in your problems, it messes the whole thing up when you are not going to let that person go. But you've told them what the person does to you. Then they're trying to have a say-so in your relationship, and they're telling you, well, you need to leave him, you need to this, you need to that. So he started that from day 1 of this season, And I said it wasn't right then. And to him, when that press conference, when they lost yesterday, it wasn't right. And but you look at it. I look at it like this. I don't. Jeff said, he was liking it because he thought, Tua was showing his leadership. Well, Tua was not showing his leadership because, like I said, to me, you don't beep throw your teammates under the bus. And if there's something that's going on inside, keep it inside, because pretty much we all had kind of sort of forgotten about that. We knew about it, but we didn't think that it had carried over and was a thing to start the season. But then Tua came out and said it was a thing, so therefore it became a thing. And then you trying to say people misconstrued your words. No, they didn't. They took the words right out of your mouth because that's what you said. That's what you said, because right about now, your teammates are not happy. So all you got to do is go home to your kids that's happy to see you, whether you win or lose. And those were his words as well.
And to piggyback off of what you said, Jenny, the Tua basically said those words, and he's acted out in those words. But early in the preseason, a lot of people, including myself, saw this as taking accountability, as being a leader. So that was a sign of maturity. He could have called out Tyreek Hill. I'm telling you, you'd be hindsight is 20/20. You can say that.
I said that day one though.
Yeah, but I had an opposing opinion, which I'm entitled to have. What I'm saying is he showed, I thought at the moment, leadership. He took accountability. He put it all out there as the leader of the team. He's the leader of the team. He's the one that the mic is going to be in the face of each and every week. I said, okay. Tua can do better. He can do better, man. And it's bad. It's bad. And like Fitz said, you don't throw your teammates under the bus.
And yes, you are allowed to have opposing opinions, because that's why we're here. Because otherwise, then it's all kumbaya, and we're not kumbaya all the time. Very rarely do we all agree on something. But to me, at the opening day press conference, to say things are not right with Tyreek and, he owes us something, to me, that was in-house stuff. The same as yesterday about the meetings. And like I said, that's, for me, it's not hindsight, it's 20/20. It was in the moment. I said that was too much because, like I said, I wasn't really thinking about what Tyreek did at the end of the season. I'm like, we in this new season, and let's see if we can go get these wins. Let's see if we can go get some playoff wins, because I wasn't expecting Super Bowl, but in order for us to progress, we needed to get some playoff wins. That was where my mindset was. And like I said, I wasn't thinking about that, but being that he brought it up.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with you.
It became a thing.
As it turns out, Jenny, you were right. You were right. I was wrong. You were right. And here's why. Here's why I was wrong. Because I assumed Tua was growing as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you've been in the locker room. You've been a part of a team. The leader steps up. The leader holds the rest of the guys accountable. But what Tua was doing was saying, hey, it ain't me.
Yeah.
It ain't me. It's them. It's them. The guys are being late to meetings. Tua is saying that. Well, it just turns out, word on the street tells me, a former Miami Dolphin wide receiver who's no longer with the team leaked out that Tua himself was late to meetings. like, what are you talking about? Tua's the guy in the passenger seat that after a night of drinking and you guys get pulled over, Tua's the guy that's gonna be like, yeah, we were both drinking. He was drinking.
He drank more than me.
You know, he drank a little more than me. He's not. I wasn't drinking that much. I just had a Coke. He was drinking though.
Hey, so here we are, Jeff. What's the date? Today's the 13th. Here we are, October 13th.
Yep.
What, a month in?
We're 6 weeks into the season. The season started, I believe, September 7th. We saw a harbinger when the Colts beat them down. First game of the year. They went on the road, just laid an egg. Remember, if we can go back to the first game with the Dolphins, we remember, Jenny, you said we don't agree on a lot of things, but we all agreed that was not good, that first game. What that showed me. And Jeff, it just looks like this season was doomed at the start with the Tyreek on the off season. Tua saying those things. You just found out from the source he's late. This season's this is what I call a dead season.
And
this is a dead season.
Now. They're imploding now.
Yeah, it's imploding. They're 1-5. I thought maybe they could go 5-6. Remember, I was trying to give them 4-7 at the break. Remember, I saw that's where the break is in week 11. I said maybe the coach can make it to week 11. We'll see. Jeff, would you want to lay some money down on McDaniel? How long he makes it? I don't think he's going to make it to the week 11.
I don't.
Yesterday really hurt, man. Like there was so much joy when Waller scored the touchdown.
Yeah,
it was like Tua finally led them on a game-winning drive. There's 40 seconds left. 40 seconds. Like somebody made the play, and Jalen Phillips.
He's usually solid
within his grasp, but he didn't make the play. Herbert made the play. And that's typically what a lot of Dolphins complaints have been, fans' complaints have been about this team. They don't make the play when you need to make a play.
You need to make the play because that's what that's how good teams win.
I mean,
I read something this morning. Jeff, I read something this morning. Flores wanted when the draft happened, because remember they showed that graphic, they were drafted one apart.
Yeah, they were talking about
Tua was one in front of Herbert. Flores wanted Herbert.
Yep.
And they took Tua instead, but Brian Flores wanted Herbert.
Yep. The announcers were talking about it yesterday. Everybody was talking about it yesterday. It was a chance for Tua. And I mean, if you're a competitor, again, Fitz, you've been in the locker room. If you're a competitor, you're going to try to be on your game. I'm going against the guy that was drafted right after me. The fan base is
whatever motivation, yeah.
Yes, they are looking exactly at you and him. They're making it Tua.
Oh, it has to be. Herbert. It has to be. They will be in. They will be linked. They will be linked, Jeff.
Forever.
They will be linked. Yes, they were drafted one apart, and they're always going to look at them like, how did one do one? And now you're always going to be thinking about, what if we had taken Herbert? What would the Dolphins look like with Herbert as opposed to Tua? Jenny, I just read a little stat this morning too. Tua there's only two other quarterbacks with more interceptions than him right now. One is on the Raiders, Geno, and the other guy, they benched him in Cincinnati and they brought Joe Flacco in, Jake Browning. Tua has the third most interceptions in the league right now. Based on that data, probably him and Geno should be sitting somewhere. But Geno may not make it much longer because, again, he's got like 10 interceptions. That kid Browning had like 8, and Tua's got 7. And he threw 3 yesterday in a 2-point game?
Yeah.
He's killing them, Jenny. Tua's killing them.
And two things, because we've got our peeps in the comments, and Magic City said he's listening to what we're saying, and had Phillips made that play, we might not be having this conversation.
Phillips
for sure, because we would have that W. But there's But that doesn't change some of the facts of what we're saying as far as, looking at Herbert, in his career
Look,
and
Mhm.
looking
you know
at
what he's doing,
Tua
Jenny.
in his career too. Coulda, woulda,
No.
shoulda.
You know what he's doing? He's looking at numbers. The numbers are
Yeah.
comparable. It isn't about the numbers, man. I hate people when they come and they bring numbers, analytics, and stats. I'm an eye guy. I do the eye test. What I saw was Herbert refused to go down, got away from Jalen Phillips, and made the pass down the field that led to the game-winning field goal. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. That's winning football. The numbers don't matter. Make the play. Phillips didn't make the play. Herbert did. Simple.
Mhm.
Well, and whilst Tua's pointing fingers about the meeting, that fingers need to come back and say, how many interceptions did I throw? How
Mm.
many interceptions have I continued to throw? You know, each game. So start with yourself, because you calling out other people. Let's just call out ourselves. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. And you know what? I'm supposed to be the leader of this team, and I definitely got to do better. And all that other stuff, leave that in house. You
I
got a conversation that you want to say about people late to the meetings, say it to them. Don't say it to the media, because what is the media going to make people show up to your meetings? No.
yeah, I disagree, Magic City. Tua didn't do his job.
Well, if the game had ended on the Waller play, everybody
Then he didn't.
everybody would have been praising Tua today, and that's it. You win and lose as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
But
he
Tua,
is.
he would have been the hero this morning. We would have been praising him if the Dolphins had held on, because Tua did drive them down the field. But
Okay.
thoughtfully, he's right in an instance that it really wasn't Tua. Tua was not on the field playing defense.
Okay.
When the
Okay.
Dolphins had to have it,
We had to have it when he was throwing, though, too.
it was 26-20. He delivered. But this is an entire 60 minutes of a football game.
If you're going to go 60 minutes, then yeah. But if you're looking at individual moments, it counted.
Okay.
And just let me say this. You're looking at individual moments of saying, this is where it counted. You gave Herbert praise when he did what he did, when it counted. So then you got to turn around and give the same, or take away the praise when the Dolphins didn't do what they needed to do in that moment. One did what he needed to do in that moment to bring his team the W's. The other two, they did not. And yes, it is a 60-minute game, but there's going to be some moments. Yeah, you have to look at it in a total, but at the end of the day too, when it matters. It matters.
Okay, I get that, Jenny. I get that, Jeff. And I guess what I'm looking at when you say he did his job, the reason the game was that close, got that tight like that, where they needed that late drive from him, he turned the ball over 3 times.
Were you at any time during that last drive confident?
No, just follow me on this.
Yeah.
The game was as close as it was, Jenny, because Tua made it that close with the 3 interceptions. If he protects the ball, just throws the ball away, not try to play hero ball, they probably went comfortably yesterday. And then let's just give them that game. They're 2-4. Their team is 2-4. I'm just going to give them that game. They are not in the position where the 3 of us think they need to be to get to where they want to be. They're a 2-4 team. Got some tough games coming up. Now they're 1-5, but let's just say they're 2-4. Do we 3 of us have any more confidence on them for the next 5 weeks?
I think they don't have the confidence in them. That's what I'm seeing. Yesterday yesterday they put forth some good effort, and they had something that they could feel good about and maybe build on for next week. But then they lost it. So now you're going to go back to doubting yourself and beating yourself up.
Jeff, I have a hard stop. I want to leave you with this.
Mhm.
I used to talk to some of my baseball program. I had kids, Jenny, and I used to say this to my boys, and I believe in this. You find out a lot of us, we're really good when the wind is at our back and things are going our way. When you truly find out who you are as a person, what your character is when the wind is in your face.
Yep.
And what we're finding out about Tua is the wind is in his face. When they were running them 70 points a couple years ago, all that, they were throwing behind the back passes. Oh, it was all hunky-dory. Now they face a little adversity. The receivers having problems. He got hurt. They're facing the adversity. You're finding out who your person really is, Jenny. Jeff, I truly believe that. When
That is factual.
Yes, when you find out they're facing adversity, people's true character comes out. The first thing he did was throw people under the bus. We got people late. He never said himself, Jenny. He says, we got people. And then Jeff says, hey, you was one of them late.
Yep.
So I've seen enough. I believe in this credo too. It ain't what people say. It's what they do.
It's what they do. We got to hit the break. Fitz is going to leave us for a bit, but of course we'll see you on a whatever Wednesday. All right, we'll come right back right after this message from 305-800-PAIN.
What exactly is 305-800-PAIN, and how does it help the community here, the people?
Yes, Jeff. So 305-800-PAIN is a legal and medical referral office registered with the Florida Bar to help people that get involved in any car accident, slip and fall.
Right.
We get them connected with our attorneys and our medical centers to get them back on track. We get them the whole guide step by step so they feel that they're not alone, and we help them get compensated for all the inconvenience, the pain and suffering that comes along with an accident. So
yeah,
that's what we're here for.
Did somebody just hit you and ran off? Here's what to do after a hit and run accident. First off, don't chase them. Stay calm and call 911. Second, take photos of everything. Your car, the damages, the scene, and look for cameras and bystanders nearby. Third, see a doctor within 14 days. Even if you feel fine, most injuries don't show up after a hit and run. It typically takes a couple of weeks. So this can really cost you if you don't take care of it right now. And most importantly, call 305-800-PAIN. We'll walk you through what to do next and to help you get the care and compensation that you need after this accident. Even when the other driver runs, you're not alone. We're here for you.
Add some flavor to your next celebration with all your favorite dishes from The Licking. Our succulent lobster pasta. Indulge in our savory buttery grits topped with sauteed shrimp. The entire family will enjoy our creamy mac and cheese and seafood rice. Treat yourself to an ice-cold mystery drink while introducing your taste buds to The Licking's new golden fried chicken nuggets. Friends, family, and food are what we know best. So dive in and discover some amazing hot new menu items and more of the food you love. It's all here at The Licking.
Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
To be clear, you're saying some players were late or missed?
Late, yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Snitches get stitches.
For real.
Stitches get stitches.
For real.
Damn, Tua. I mean,
hope it wasn't on the offensive line, and then sorry, missed that block. Sorry, dude.
Next time a defensive end is coming for your head, I'ma just slide to the left, slide to the right.
To the right.
That offensive line is gonna be cha-cha sliding all over the place.
Okay.
Allowing you to deal with it yourself. Talk about throwing your teammates under the bus.
Beep. I'm telling you.
How lame was that, Tua? I mean, really, how lame was this?
Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meeting. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
To be clear, you're saying some players were late or missed?
Late, yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Can I say this? You know, like how he came out and said, Tyree has got some making up to do. That right there is not going to sit well with his teammates. That right there is not going to sit well, because it wouldn't sit well with me. I'd be like, look, dude, what are you saying? Why don't you be man enough and say it to my face, not to the media? That's for real. That's not gonna go well.
That's not leadership, man. That's not leadership.
That's not.
And the Dolphins are a train wreck right now. They really are. They're a train wreck. Yeah. And the fan base has lost faith in Tua. To be honest with you, Jenny, during the last touchdown drive, before Waller caught the supposed game winner, or what could have been the game winner, I was expecting an interception. As at some point during this drive, Tua is going to throw the ball to the wrong team. And he kept making the plays. And when they got in the red zone, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, okay, this could be your moment. Because I only recall one moment where Tua delivered when it really mattered, when you needed him to win the game a couple of years ago. He led them down the field and beat the Cowboys on a walk-off field goal. Other than that, how many moments, how much confidence as a Dolphin fan did you have in Tua when you really needed him, when it really mattered?
I'm like you. I was surprised too. You know, and I think somebody said something about a stat that we're like number 2 in the league in the red zone. I'm like, I swear I heard that's what one of the announcers was saying. I'm like, how do we manage that? And we lose every game except for one.
I can't believe this team is 1-5, but I mean, it's.
There was some opportunities for sure.
Yeah, the evidence is right there. You know, there's a problem. There's a problem.
You know, I will tip my hat to A-Chain.
Yeah,
because he shows up and he balls out. You know, he just needs somebody else to pull their weight.
I like both running backs, A-Chain and Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon runs hard, but again, this team is fractured, and it may have been fractured since the very beginning. And you were the one that pointed that out. Again, I thought that Tua was showing leadership when he threw Tyreek Hill under the bus. When he's like, Tyreek needs to be accountable. He needs to make up to us for what he did quit on us a year ago. I'm like, okay, Tua's stepping up. I was hoodwinked. I was led astray.
Where were you?
That was, man. I went for the okie doke. Tua's not a good leader. He's not. And I had no confidence in him during the final drive. But he proved me wrong. And that's what he did prove me wrong, Jenny, because he found a wide open Waller in the end zone. I'm like, there you go, Dolphins. We're going to have a great show tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Tua leading you on a game-winning drive. But then they had 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Which is an eternity in the NFL.
For the right quarterback, though. For the right quarterback.
Guys are making 50-yard field goals on a regular basis. I mean,
that is true.
Get to your own 45, you're almost in field goal range.
They've been making 60 and I think the scene was like 63, 65 yards.
Yeah. When I was growing up, dudes were 47-yard field goals, 48 were like considered long field goals. Guys are kicking 55, 57, 58, 60. So you're in field goal range, but they only had 40 seconds. And Jalen Phillips, sorry to keep calling your name out, but you got to make the play. You got to make the play. The game depends on it. Your team depends on it. That's why they pay you the big bucks. And Herbert got away, and he made the play. Game over. Can you imagine the feeling the Dolphin fans had in that stadium as they filed out? It was like immediately at the end of the game, a dark cloud came over the stadium. Started raining shortly after. Those were Dolphin tears.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the tears of Dolphin fans because they've seen this movie before. Ask Rodney. Rodney said immediately after the final touchdown to Waller, he said, the Dolphins need to score with like 2 seconds left or 1 second left. If there's any time left, the defense is going to give it up. What happened, Jenny?
We'll let them take it right out of our back pocket.
Yeah. So I feel for this fan base. They've been going through this for year after year. It's almost like being a Raider fan because I'm going through the same shit in Vegas. Like, we won yesterday, but I'm not excited. I'm not excited about my team. And Rodney, you're right. The Dolphins need to draft a quarterback. Simple. They need to go and get it. They need to go. Listen, let me tell you how a quarterback can change the fortunes of a franchise. I told you. Look no further than the New York Giants. The Giants are set. Because I think that kid Jackson Dart, while we don't have the facts yet, we might be a bit premature in saying this, but I think they found their foundation. They got the kid on defense from Penn State and Scatterboo. Scatterboo is like the hottest thing in New York right now. He's the hottest thing in New York right now. And he runs like a linebacker. He hits you. He runs with violence. The Giants got something to hang their hat on. And when Jackson Dart went down for a minute against the Eagles, Russell Wilson came into the game, the fans immediately started booing. Yeah, didn't even give poor Russ a chance. And then Russ threw a duck out there. You know, the Dolphins need some kind of fortune like that. Something good needs to happen for this team.
Well, we thought Tua was that good happened to this team, and it looked good, you know, kind of starting out. It looked like we had our guy.
Yeah.
Like it looked like we had our guy. We had our guy for some few years, because what was it? The last couple, or a couple of good years within the last few, we were playing lights out. We looked like we had the greatest show on turf, part 2.
That fooled me. I went for it, hook, line, and sinker. I was talking Super Bowl. I was talking mega celebrations in South Florida, the likes of which we will never see. Because despite the Florida Panthers winning championships, the Miami Heat winning championships, the Miami Marlins winning World Series, 2 of them, you would never see a celebration like you would have seen had the Miami Dolphins, at least for once in these fans' lifetime. They don't want to hear about 17-0. They don't. They weren't around. They're around now, and all they get is misery. Misery. Week after week of misery. And talk about how the Dolphins used to be great. You want to hear about that?
Yeah, but I'll drink some champagne when in 1972.
man.
when it happens, I'll drink some champagne with them. I'll tell you.
Damn that. We weren't a part of that. We were not a part of that.
No, no, but you take the team in its totality. You take it.
Yeah, we're gonna have our game balls and lane balls coming up right after the next break, and we're gonna talk about Penn State. James Franklin, bruh, like, what are you doing? That and more next, right here on the Jeff Fox Show.
Ever wondered how top car brands are preventing accidents in 2025? It's by automated emergency braking, which kicks in before a crash even if you don't react. Driver monitoring systems track drowsiness and distraction and even brake if needed. And soon, cars will talk to each other through V2X communication, avoiding crashes before they even happen. These aren't sci-fi, they are real and they are saving lives. So stay alert, and after an accident, call 305-800-PAIN. We got you covered.
Did somebody just hit you and ran off? Here's what to do after a hit and run accident. First off, don't chase them. Stay calm and call 911. Second, take photos of everything. Your car, the damages, the scene, and look for cameras and bystanders nearby. Third, see a doctor within 14 days. Even if you feel fine, most injuries don't show up after a hit and run. It typically takes a couple of weeks. So this can really cost you if you don't take care of it right now. And most importantly, call 305-800-PAIN. We'll walk you through what to do next and to help you get the care and compensation that you need after this accident. Even when the other driver runs, you're not alone. We're here for you.
I love Brian Branch, but what he did is inexcusable, and it's not going to be accepted here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're about. I apologize to Coach Reed and the Chiefs, and and shoot. That's not okay. That's not what we do here, and it's not going to be okay. He knows it. Our team knows it, and so that's not what we do.
Dan Campbell, you know that man used to be the head coach of the Miami Dolphins?
Did he?
Yeah. I knew it back then when the Dolphins had him. I knew Dan Campbell is the type of guy that you want leading your football team. He's the type of coach that players will run through a wall for. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's what the Dolphins need. I pray to the football gods that they send somebody to rescue this franchise. Because it used to be great. They used to be great. They used to be the standard in the National Football League. And this fan base does not deserve the comedy show that the Miami Dolphins have become. From Bullygate
that we're getting right now,
the Cocaine Gate, all. They don't deserve it. The Dolphins have a great fan base. And it hurts to see this right now. It hurts to see this right now. I agree. Fitz says sell the team and start with new owners. I wouldn't say this is Stephen Ross' fault because he has tried. I've got, inside. He has tried. He has tried to recruit Harbaugh. He's tried to get Tom Brady. He should have listened to Brian Flores, though. And I don't know.
You think Flores would come back?
I think no, he's not coming back here.
I know.
What if the Miami Dolphins had drafted Justin Herbert? Would things be any different? I can't say positively that they would. I don't know. What do you think? Put
well, we can't get caught up in some coulda, woulda, shoulda. But I mean, we do see what he's doing, and we see him as a bigger, stronger, quarterback, and probably more confident as well.
Yeah.
To whereas, Tua kind of thought he was good, but maybe he needed somebody to tell him, to whereas some of the rest of those that we've seen in the draft class just knew and believed in themselves and wouldn't let anybody tell them otherwise.
Yeah.
Just like how Shedeur, even as QB2 now, he believes in himself, and he blocks out all the noise about what people are trying to say about him, in the draft. That, yeah, he fell to where he needed to be in the draft. He's not, he's not all of that. He's not a team leader. He's this, he's that. But like you watched Cam Ward, he took the failings of the team on himself. And this is his first year. And he's already showing to me more leadership and more poise in the face of the same adversity than Tua. Because he wasn't calling out his team. He said, we all look like a dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Do. He didn't say the defense do. He didn't say, well, the offensive line do. He said, we look like a. He said it.
Ass. That's what he said. We look like. And listen, I watched the game. I watched Cam Ward yesterday because, of course, they played the Raiders, and he's still doing a lot of the stuff he did in college. He will learn eventually. Will not work in the NFL. It just simply will not. But he does have what I see is that calmness about him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was Max Crosby and the guys were all over him, but he never seemed to panic. He keeps thinking, he's got to think more, and you know what, and that's hard to get rid of because in college he kept plays alive, and he believes in himself. He believes in himself. You just said it. So he's going to extend plays when he should throw the ball away. And once he learns that, watch out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm for Cam Ward. I want to give Tua credit. I won't blame Tua for yesterday's game entirely, but I do blame him a little bit.
I mean, 3 picks and one wasn't was it on him? It kind of
the last pick
went out of his other receivers' hands, but
and the pick at the end of the game that didn't matter. It just infuriated the fan base more. That's what it did. Also wanted to talk about the Penn State head coach James Franklin, who lost his job. And big time programs, this is how it happens. They don't waste time in college, even if they owe you a boatload of money. If you lose a game that you're not supposed to lose, like he lost to Northwestern, and I still can't believe that after losing the previous week to a team that was winless in UCLA. Winless. You started the year off in the top 5. He couldn't survive it. James Franklin had to go. He had to go. And over the weekend, he was fired after that pathetic performance against Northwestern. It's a big-time program. They don't play that. You know who else needs to watch out?
He got that big-time money, too. He got that big-time money, so I don't feel bad for some of those guys, Yeah,
he going to get the bag, but they owe him a lot of money, but they did not hesitate. They got his ass up out of there,
So he can get all that money and sit at home and watch and plan for his next gig because, he'll get another one.
Yeah, they're already looking for another coach. It's time, y'all, for game balls and lame balls. And Jenny Jones. I will start with a lame ball because since we riding the negativity this morning, let's just keep the negativity going. All right. Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel threw the ball 52 times yesterday. He produced all of 221 yards, 4.3 yards per attempt. Not counting the 38 yards he lost on 6 sacks he suffered. But he does not get my lane ball. He's a rookie. I'm gonna take it easy on him. But Kevin Stefanski, the head coach of the Browns, you had Shedeur Sanders right there on the bench, ready to make his NFL debut. You were not competitive in the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You could have easily, Kevin Stefanski, put Shedeur in the game. Let us see something. You know? Could have, and he refused to. I don't know what is up with Kevin Stefanski. I don't know. But he's doing Browns fans no favors.
I think it's some pride.
Damn.
You know how they said,
your backup quarterback
for the fall. I would, yeah, because he don't want to be wrong. He doesn't want to be wrong.
At this point, that does not matter. But you know what? Who gets the game ball? The hero week after week in the National Football League. The man that I said would be the MVP this year, Baker Mayfield. 256 yards yesterday, 2 touchdowns, a 139 rating as the Bucs beat the vaunted San Francisco 49ers. Baker Mayfield, you, sir, get a game ball for a big-time performance yesterday for Tampa Bay. That's what I got, Jenny Jones. You got a game ball you want to give out or a lane ball? I know I have an idea.
Yeah,
I have an idea who gets your lane ball.
No.
But go ahead.
You're not gonna even be ready. Here's my. I'm gonna do a little comical game ball and lane ball. So my game ball goes to WNBA Aja. Is it Aja? Aja Wilson? Yes. Aja Wilson. You know, won the finals MVP. So she gets my game ball. And my lane ball goes to, give me a drum roll because I need this. I guess I'm going to get my own drum roll.
Yeah. You gotta...
I'll get my own. Anyway, my lane ball goes to Bam Adebayo, saying when he leads his team to the finals, he gonna marry Asian. Look, Mr. Sir, you got to play better than you playing, or you going to be promising somebody you going to marry them. And I would have taken that as I might not ever going to get married slap.
Did Bam really say that?
Bam Adebayo gets my lane ball for that whack proposal.
Damn. Bam was at the game, sitting between Asia's parents. It was so wonderful watching him hug it after the game. Everybody's making love and basketball references. I mean, that was cool.
He need to be doing. Oh, this is what he need to be doing. Oh, she did. Oh, yeah, that was a good move right there. Let me put that one in my repertoire. He need to be taking notes from his girlfriend.
By the way, Aja Wilson, man, dominant. You know, honorable mention, by the way, to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who now have as many wins, 4, as the rest of the division combined. The Pittsburgh Steelers have officially qualified for the playoffs. The rest of the division sucks. Nobody has, they've combined the rest of the AFC North for 4 wins. Pittsburgh has 4 wins now. Wow. Steelers always keep winning, man.
But that's, you know what is want to be like. This season is looking kind of wonk, you know?
Yeah.
For crazy. A lot of teams, it's looking kind of wonk.
It is crazy because guess what?
Yeah.
If the season ended today, which it will not, but if it ended today, you know who your number 1 seeds are? Would you like me to tell you? The Indianapolis Colts.
I think Philadelphia is still up there.
Nope.
Lions still up there too, right?
Nope. They got punched in the mouth yesterday. The number one seeds, Jenny Jones, would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts in the AFC, the Bucs in the NFC. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on?
Well, I misunderstood. I misunderstood the question.
Yeah,
I misunderstood the question, but I'm not mad. Can I give another lane ball?
Yeah.
To the refs with the Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs game.
Great point.
Please don't start that again this year.
Great.
I mean, you started it, but we're not trying to go out this whole season.
They're not even the champs
with
anymore.
That nonsense.
They're not even the champs anymore, and you still doing that shit for real? Like, I didn't see any kind of.
Is red and gold your favorite colors?
Damn, what's up with the Chiefs and the refs? Like, I don't know, man. Something's up. Something is up. Look at this. Seems like a great play to me. Seems like a great play. Should have been a touchdown. The refs called illegal motion. Where? It cost, it cost the Lions the game, but I'll be honest, man. The Chiefs don't need the refs. They're just great. The Chiefs punch the Lions in the mouth. I thought
but they're still.
I thought Detroit was a juggernaut, and it goes to show you on any given Sunday, anybody can be got. Anybody can be got. Your team, the Atlanta Falcons, will see the Buffalo Bills tonight. I know, man. Maybe I get some ways to come to the crib, watch the game with you, watch you swarm in misery as Josh Allen drives up and down the field on you. But I don't know. I think your Falcons have a little something with that young man, Michael Penix. The Miami Dolphins need something like that. You guys need hope. I don't see any hope for the Miami Dolphins right now.
I mean,
really
I don't think they see hope in themselves, and that's why I said they're imploding.
Yeah.
Because when you come out and you start pointing fingers instead of keeping it, in-house, let's box it and take it in-house. Let's box each other, go get some boxing gloves and, you missed that tackle, pow, just in-house.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're imploding right now. And it's sad to see because everybody's looking at us now. We don't want everybody looking at us.
The talk of the league. And everybody's talking about Tua. And,
for the wrong reason, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, the Dolphin fan base is great. It's great. Mike McDaniel's first year, I'd never seen a fan base happier. And I got swept up in the emotions. And I literally told the Dolphin fan base, y'all going to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Nobody can stop that offense. And then by October, November, and December, people had figured it out. And they weren't scoring 60 and 70 points anymore. I feel really bad for him. And
I wasn't
this guy is your leader.
Sold on him.
You wasn't sold on Mike McDaniel?
You came here because I wasn't. It was like
Tyreek Hill was voted the number one player in the NFL.
His name was I'm saying when he first come here, his name was not really well known, and it was like, where did they get this coach? And then they tried to sell us a bill of goods of diversity hire, and I was all salty, and then it took me a little bit to just come around and like give him a chance, and then I was like, oh, okay, he's showing us a little something. Yeah. But now everybody's figured it out. So yeah, they figured us out. They figured us out, and here we are, right here, right now.
We got the Dirty Birds and the Bills, and then the Commanders play tonight. Who the Commanders play? Do you know?
Give me 2 seconds. I had it up.
Yeah.
The Bears. The Bears. The Bears.
Battle of young quarterbacks. That's what you need, Miami Dolphins. You need to get one of these young quarterbacks. That's what you need. That's going to be a good game. That's what Fitz had put the $100 on. And, of course, I messed it up because I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars could have beaten the Seattle Seahawks at home. I was wrong. And I thought the Dallas Cowboys would beat the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers, they still play like an expansion team, but they managed to beat the Cowboys yesterday.
Well,
it just seems like football brings you nothing but misery. I mean, unless your team is on top, like the Eagles and the Chiefs, they've been running the league for a couple of years now. One of these days, I'll be able to hold this up with pride. But not right now. One of these days, I'll be able to say Raiders, and it means something. So we won the Futility Bowl. Oh, by the way, Miami Dolphin fans, it can't get any lower than this, right? Next week, the Dolphins go against who, Jenny Jones? The Cleveland Browns. A battle of 1-5 teams. So whoever wins the perceived toilet bowl, because that's what you should call it, 1-5 versus 1-5. A battle of futility. Man, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll let you later. That's it, y'all. We'll be back on whatever Wednesday. We'll see you later.
Okay, I'm here to get the money. These niggas getting on from me. Pop said work smarter, let that nigga work for me. Keep coming up short, always got a long story. I stay on the top floor, bitches looking up to me. I got a head start, you ain't catching up to me. You gotta be smart for you ever play dummy. Right here's where the killer single wanna be, honey. Bitches couldn't rap gifts, but she wanna play mummy. Ass fat tummy, got that from my mommy. Make it count, need money like these need honey. So what you want from me, but this whole no cubby. Ain't gotta say you love me or get lovey-dovey. I just get what I want and that's what's coming to me. Cause you gon' pay it forward or just pay for it from me. If you wanna see me whipping your 3 down the aisle, all I want see these accounts and bags of cash. A dog, a house, a cat, and land with grass. A car without no miles and paper tags. If I'm laughing, it's at the bank. Cash deposits, please and thanks. Now you know I'm only smiling at the ATMs. Pilly made top tier, don't compare me to them. Fuck niggas.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.